Hey, Michael Accetta here. I'm going to be showing you exactly how to make your business a creative outlet so that it's not burning you out and you're stuck in this business that you actually hate, you wish you could get fired from, and instead turn it into a creative outlet where your entrepreneurial spirit can explode and become infectious to the people that you love to serve. First, I want you to avoid that success and busy chasing money type feeling. If you're starting a business just because you want money, take all that energy you would put into starting the business and go work more at your job. Okay, one of my close friends has an amazing job, makes 6 figures a year, and started a landscaping business. But he's now realizing how difficult it is to start a new business from scratch when he's already working his other job. And I asked, why did you want to start the landscaping business? And he said he just wanted some extra money. All he had to do was work more at the job that he has. So if you're in it just for the money, go work more at the job you already have. If you're in it because you have this entrepreneurial spirit burning inside you and you want to start a business that maybe takes place of your current job, maybe you just hate the career field that you chose and you want to switch into something with more passion, then yes, your business should become your creative outlet. Now, when you start a new hobby or express yourself in a creative way, it doesn't feel like a job. And this is what a lot of successful people talk about when they mention, my job doesn't feel like a job. It feels like a passion. It feels like a hobby. That's what they're talking about. That is the kind of emotion that you want to have when you're picking this creative outlet. And there shouldn't be any stress to it, I think. I think you should have a business that you enjoy working on, and it should actually give you more energy. Kind of like extroverts have more energy when they hang out with more people, and introverts have energy when they hang out with themselves. If you have a business that you're working on, it should give you more energy. You should be lit up about it. Now, here's the hard part. You have to spend time figuring out what that business is, what that model looks like, what that the niche is, who the people are that you work with that give you that energy. And it takes a long time, especially if you've never started a business before. So don't buy into the hype or chasing the money and all these different trends of drop shipping and all this stuff that people tell you to do. Find your passion and it will make money for you as you do it. Now, if you get stuck in this trap of looking at trends and wanting to have a business just because it's money or just because it's hot right now or other people are doing it, what ends up happening is you don't put your authentic self out into the world. And because you don't put your authentic self out into the world, you don't attract people that you like. We're close friends with our friends because we have similar values. There are things that my friends hold dear and near to their heart that I also hold close to my heart. So we vibe on certain things. Now, there's things that we disagree with, and that's totally fine. But for the majority of the time, we are in agreement on a lot of things. So if you end up doing drop shipping and you hate drop shipping, there's no reason for you to be selling mugs, and you're drop shipping mugs, you're going to attract people who are obsessed with mugs. And they're going to want to talk to you about mugs. And they're going to have questions about mugs. You don't know anything about mugs. Now, if you do know everything about mugs, this is the perfect avenue for you to go down. But if you don't, you're going to have people that want to work with you, but you don't want to work with them because they're not your people. They're not your collective group. My people are people who like building businesses. I love talking to people about business. If someone even gives me a hint that they want to start a business, I'm like, okay, let's sit down. Let's map this out. Let's get this going. Come on, let's do this, right? I get so excited. I'm lit up right now thinking about it. And so you have to find your authentic people. And the only way to do that, I have found, is to put your authentic self out there. People have to know who you are. They can't know who the fake you is. They have to know who you are. And it's much easier for you to then go out and find the people that you want to help and you want to serve. Now, I usually get asked, well, if I have this creative passion, if I have this thing that I want to do, how do I run the business? How do I do that? And I totally get it. There's a lot to it. Sales, marketing, operations, funnels, traffic, paid ads, social media. Like, there is a ridiculous amount of information when it comes to business. And the fact is, nobody knows anything about business until they start business. That's just how it is. You could be an executive running a business. Until you step away from that role and start your own business, you don't know anything about business. You know something about the executive role that you've had, right? You don't know anything about all the other aspects of business. So here's the secret. Just get started by exchanging with people. So if you want to create really creative meals and do a meal prep business, then you should start doing that by talking to people and saying, hey, I'm thinking of doing this meal prep business. Is that something you'd be interested in? Or do you know somebody who'd be interested in it? They go, yeah, absolutely. I never have time to cook. You go, awesome. Is this something you'd pay for? They say, yeah. Okay, cool. How much would you pay for it? And then that's your starting business. That's it. Now you go, oh, cool. So now you know exactly how much someone might pay for it and that it's a good idea because people are willing to pay for it. And then you just go from there. So then you have a couple of people and you say, okay, now I probably need a website so I look more official. I probably need to register my domain. I probably need to register with the government. All of those things then come later. So the aspects of your business that are really important is the idea, the people, and the exchange of your idea to the people. That's it. If you can fundamentally get that part down in your business, whether you're painting fireplaces, okay, you're replacing people's TVs, you're helping people set up a YouTube studio, whatever it is, if that's your creative process, you love that part, start offering that part to people and seeing how much they would pay for it, and then you can build out all the operational stuff and the scaling stuff of the business later on. But don't start doing that stuff thinking you're running a business if you're not doing the fundamental part of business, which is exchanging your values, your services, your goods, whatever it is, with somebody else in exchange for money or referrals or testimonials. They have to give you something for something. Okay, that's the fundamental bare bones of business. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, put your questions down in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.